Hi guys, recently I plugged this Malmsteen Overdrive pedal from Fender into my Marshall amp and it sounds, well, in kind words, I would say completely different to a Malmsteen sound. But listen by yourself, that's the amp without the overdrive. And that's the sound with the Malmsteen Overdrive pedal in front of it. It sounds absolutely terrible, just like a shitty broken fuzz. For comparison, listen now to my Marshall YJM with the internal overdrive engaged. That's much more how it should sound, and because the actual sound of the pedal is so different, I think it's time to find out what's wrong with it. I visually checked the PCB for cold solder joints, but all looks pretty good, so it seems to be an issue with an electronic component, but unfortunately to fix this I will need the schematics. Luckily I found this in the internet, not quite complete but better than nothing. From the sound we heard, I think it's possibly an issue with the operational amplifier on the PCB. That's this integrated circuit here. It's called RC4558. So let's search the internet for the datasheet. First let's check what the operation voltage is. It has a wide range from 10 to 30 volts. Next let's check the pin assignment. We can find the operating voltage at pin 4 and 8. So I think it's finally time for some measurements. As you can see, the operating voltage is only 2.9 volt. That's way too low, it should be 9 volt. So I have to check where the voltage drop comes from. I stumbled across this transistor. It's a MOSFET and in this case it acts as a switch. It's an electronical hack to reduce the pop noise when pressing the foot switch, because the MOSFET is able to switch much faster than a mechanical foot switch. However, if the MOSFET is bad, it can have a higher resistance, which could be the cause of the issue. To check if I'm right, I will solder a bridge between the drain and the source of the MOSFET and check the voltage again. As you can see now, the operation voltage is correct, so it's time to replace the MOSFET with a new one. I use a little trick to desolder the old MOSFET. I grab the component with self-holding tweezers, then use a wire to heat all the soldering points together. The transistor then falls out by itself. Here you can see the old MOSFET. Next, let's remove the remains of the solder and install a new one. That's it, let's finally clean up the PCB and check the operation voltage again. $9V, that's what it should be, and I'm pretty promising that the repair was successful, so let's reassemble the pedal before doing a sound check. A new MOSFET transistor costs only a few cents, so it's worth fixing the pedal by yourself. I bought this Fender Malmsteen Overdrive some years ago, brand new for around 70 bucks. Since the pedal is no longer produced, the price for a used pedal increased to around 300 bucks and more, which is of course insane. However, another option is to get the YJM 308 from MXR for around 160 bucks. It looks like my repair was a success. The Overdrive sounds just as great as before it was broken. And as already mentioned, if you are interested in that sound, you can also use the MXR YJM 308. It sounds pretty similar and has been released last year. And by the way, if you're interested in a Tone X package that covers that pedal and my YJM Marshall amp, please comment below. If there is enough interest, I may provide some profiles in the future. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon on this channel.